looks at your shitty lock picks with your shitty skill, and he goes, I think he's. Would you like to forge his lockpicks down into what you call an ingot and hand that to him and go, there you go, fucko?
Nah, I'll pass. That's fine.
All right. It's what we call a skeleton key. If you hit it against the door hard enough, it opens everything. All right. No problem. Eventually, the guy comes back and he says, the miners will see you right away. And he goes over and he goes, and he says something quietly to his stable hand. Give me listen rolls to hear what he's saying to the guy who runs the stables of the embassy.
I listen.
Wow, I do too.
P hears, we've got to kill these guys. Give them the carnivorous horses. And you two heard, these guys suck. Give them nags. Okay, says the guy. The usual then, right?
Yeah.
They pull out 3 like sway back older horses and shit like that. They've got them already saddled, so you don't need to make animal handling rolls unless you want to make nice with your horse ahead of time.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Actually, I want to make nice with my horse ahead of time.
Go ahead and give me animal handling horse.
No.
Reb goes up, slaps his horse, threatens it with his cock, and the horse looks unimpressed.
I want if I can get some apples. Are there any apples around?
Sure. Yeah, they give you a lump of sugar. Horses like that, lump of sugar, says the guy. Go ahead and give me an animal handling horse.
All right.
That'd be good.
Here we go. Tell the horse not to bite me. Ow.
The horse just goes and won't let go of your fucking hand. It's all coming true, all your worst fears. The horse is a carnivore. Oh, Jesus.
Are there demons here? Is it a demon?
The horse is all like, it looks like a cross between a lizard and a horse, as it just has your hand in its fucking mouth and is not letting go. It's not doing more damage, but you can't get it out of there unless you want to give me a strength roll to just rip your hand out, which may cause damage, or you're just at a new impasse with the horse, and it's just looking at you out of one of its weird lizard horse's eyes, like, yeah, fuck you, what are you going to do
If we
now?
get the horse to go, then it'll take Wallace with him, and then we don't have to worry about him riding.
It will drag him and probably trample him to death, but other than that, it's fine.
Yeah. Well,
So, Mr. Wallace, you seem...
Around now. So
What do the lizard horses eat?
Apparently,
Wallace.
Mr. Wallace, that's right. Would you like to feed your horse part of Mr. Wallace? Mr. Wallace, what are you going to do? You are at a weird impasse where your horse has quickly and efficiently established dominance over you.
I swat him on the nose
Excellent.
with my other hand.
All right. No problem. You go into combat rounds with your horse. Round 1.
take a long time so we can,
The villains are first to get all their hit points back. Good for them. And the heroes get all their magic points back. Jumping or being in the air is approved. So, is anybody wanting to jump up in the air this round?
Yep.
All right, sure. Give me a jump roll and you'll get airborne. Ha-ha. And more importantly, a card.
Yeah,
Herb
I'm
gets
going
a
to
card.
jump up when I slap him then.
All right. They'll prevent you from actually slapping him, but you can try. P is apparently unable to get airborne, even a small bunny hop. Mr. Wallace, instead of slapping the horse, you attempt to jump when it bites you, which is a completely logical thing to happen. So give me a jump roll to get airborne. You and P both look like your feet are glued to the ground. You're kind of making jumping motions. The horse, for its action, just fucking clamps a little tighter. It goes for a little strength roll. Now it lets you go. It just goes, and you free action just take your hand out of its mouth. That ends combat because the horse fucked up. So there you go. The horse looks disappointed.
That's the last time I give you a sugar cube.
The horse just looks at you like it doesn't speak English, but knows that it somehow won.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well.
So everybody's friends now, says the guy who works at the stables.
I will attempt to climb onto this horse and
Yeah,
No
horse
problem.
riding.
Yeah.
Everybody give me their horseback riding rolls. The guy who's the runner, so to speak, is already on his mount. He just sits there and watches. Reb's horse just fucking rides over to a fence and it leans against it, trapping Reb's leg between the fence. Mr. Wallace's horse runs off with Mr. Wallace screaming, clutching onto the saddle in that direction. And P sits on his horse, which is looking back and forth like, I knew I should have done something fucked up. Shit. It just stands there, and the runner goes, hey. He just kind of does the leaning on his saddle pommel and waits. Reb, it looks like your horse has got your leg trapped between the fence and it.
Yeah. So is this the sort of thing we can do it again, or is it?
Yeah, you can try. Mr. Wallace, would you like to attempt to get your horse to stop running in whatever random direction it's going? It seems to be heading for a fence.
Pull back on the reins. Whoa!
All right, sure. Give me a new riding roll. Reb is like trying to move his fucking horse, and the horse just stands there with his leg trapped. Like, no, I like it here now. I'm staying here.
I am going to use a re-roll because I don't really want the higher fail.
Mr. Wallace, meanwhile, is yelling, whoa, whoa, as the horse jumps
Go.
over the fence. Reb manages to get the horse to stop leaning on the fucking fence, and he's riding around somewhat normally now. Mr. Wallace, give me a grapple roll to maintain hold of the horse as it's leaping over the fence. It successfully jumps the small fence. Yeah. Well, says the stable hand. He's
Did
good
I
at
notice
staying on.
the stable guy making any noises at the horses?
No, he just let him out.
Now, if he's really nice, which he's not, Logan will let you do a luck roll to see if you're actually running away in the direction you have to go.
Oh no, I know where the horse is going.
I'd try a kissy noise.
No problem.
You're
Mr.
putting
Wallace
up
is
the sound of
quickly
the horse,
becoming a
not a
small dot in the distance.
Mm.
Yeah.
Too far.
He-
Well, I wanted to try it before he got away. Come on.
Yeah,
Great.
the horse is not paying attention to you. Your horse kind of is trying to look back like what's going on back there type thing. The stable hand goes, it looks like he's heading over to paddock 4. Oh God, says the guide. All right, I'll take these two over to paddock 4. We'll see if we can get him back. Meanwhile, Mr. Wallace, your horse is going to attempt to jump another fence. There's a horse inside of the other fenced area. Go ahead and give me a grapple roll to stay on the horse as it's leaping another fence. You really don't want to fall off the speeds this thing is going.
Yeah, I try to stop it first.
Sure, give me a ride roll at half. It sees the target.
All right, let's see here. So we're looking for a 12.5 or less.
You can do it. No problem. You've got hold of the pommel and you're trying to fucking twist it back and forth like a little steering wheel and it's not doing nothing. Anyway, meanwhile, give me a grapple roll to maintain contact with the horse. Oh yeah, like a fucking boss. The horse jumps over the fence, rushes over, and is attempting to mount the other horse that's in there.
I figured that was what was going to happen.
Yeah. You are now like doing the leaning back, and with your quarter grapple roll, you're now along for the ride. Here we go. Yeah. Meanwhile, the other guys come up and just wait patiently for the horses to finish. They just sit there looking at you like,
Do you want to get up and push? Maybe it might help.
It wouldn't
Yeah,
be
well, I
so-
give him a spot in the butt. Hurry up, let's get this over with.
It wouldn't be so bad, says the messenger guy, if they weren't both stallions. Cut to much later. Right, your horse appears to be finished.
Well, see, if they're more lizard than horse, then the operative word you want to think about is cloaca.
There you go. And yes, the horse's cloaca is huge. Right, you get a new attempt at riding the horse. You're at a plus 10% because the guide just comes in, grabs the fucking reins away from your hands. He tells you can steer on the fucking pommel all you want. Yes, it's a miniature steering wheel. Yes, that's what controls the horse. He agrees with you, and he just leads, trying to lead the horse
is
out.
probably feeling a bit more docile now, sort of.
Oh yeah, I'll give him an extra +10 for that. So you're the total +20 because somebody's leading the fucking sexually spent horse out. So you're the +20. Even at a +20, it breaks free of this dude and goes back to the fucking stable with you on it, trying your best to fucking steer it. Nothing is working, and they get you a new horse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's spent. I need another one.
Give me a new riding roll as the air guys eventually trek back. It just shows time passing. Hey, this one works.
You know, is there a carriage around here?
Oh yeah, they got carriages.
It's a different skill to use, though.
Yeah, it's totally a different skill to use.
Okay, get us a driver.
Hey, you made it though.
Oh yeah, he's doing fine on this horse.
It's a different horse. That was the problem. Was the horse?
You needed a horse of another color.
You guys ride over to the miners. The guy who is waiting outside of is their pretty fancy building. It looks like this is one of the buildings made of stone, and it's got all the scroll work and stuff. But this looks like a pretty powerful like guild hall type thing. And you guys go in. I don't think any of you guys know the miners, and they definitely don't know you, so they're rather surprised, but they're still excited the Australians have come. They give you maps and directions and all that stuff to the mine, and their directions are very simple in what they want. They want you guys to go kill everybody who took their mine so they can have it back, because there's some very promising seams in there.
Okay, we have some questions.
Certainly. Oh, by the way, the bad news about the mine is the reason that they're getting the Australians to help, according to the maps, is it's just a couple days outside of the area controlled by San Angeles. So it's technically in wild elf territory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many of them are there?
Less than 100, one of them says offhandedly. Maybe even less than 50, says Nair, trying to cheer you up. Nothing Australians can't handle. They all the miners nod as you're like a boardroom type table thing where they've got maybe 20 different miners sitting around nodding at you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. What else did I want to ask? How many ways are there into the mine?
Well, we have not really gotten to explore very far. We know of the one. There may be others because the entire area is riddled with caves and stuff, but we don't know if they actually connect up or not.
What do you mine there?
Well, we were just exploring it. We laid claim to it. We were going to be getting some various metals and such out of there. The miners all know.
So it's not actually a mine.
It is a mine, but it's a new mine, they explain, in layman's terms.
Is there wood bracing the tunnels in there? Is there any digging been done?
Some, yes. We didn't have an opportunity to get full operations going yet.
Any tracks?
Not yet. That comes later. We were still doing the bracing and scouting portion.
Okay. Is there a place here where we can buy some rifles?
We are delighted to provide you with any rifles you need.
Yep, some repeater rifles and a whole bunch of rounds.
You got it. Great. We'll even throw in some food and water. We'll have all that stuff put on your horses. They all nod. We look forward to a continuing close working cooperation with the Australians, who we have worked with on special projects in the past, such as the shoring up of the sewers of disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this will be just like that.
They all smile and nod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a disappointment, right?
They all freeze up and look alarmed. Okay, well, there you go. Do you need anything else? Great. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for coming
I
by.
would,
All these guys are badgers, by the
got
way.
a cult navy?
No, I was never I was never a seafaring man myself, he says, leading you guys out.
How about a Colt 45 pistol?
We're getting rifles. You like rifles, right? That's
Right.
right.
Computer right.
He pats you in the lower back because he's a badger and he's not that tall. Hey, lead you back to your horses. Looks like rifles and the big leather holster things have been put on the horses. And Jeff, somewhere your fucking horse got like one of those little flat top caps with the holes for the horse's ears. You're not sure where that came from. The horse looks at you completely innocently.
Uh-huh. Right. Where did the hat come from? Asking anybody?
Hat, they say, looking around. Everybody needs a hat. Oh, horse has one. That's a good thing there. We like that. Yeah, man knows how to dress up his animals. All right, well, good luck.
My horse needed a Jimmy hat, but that was the other one.
All right. What time of day is it? How far away is it?
It's about 3 days ride, and it's about sun starting to go down time. They don't have a lot of clocks here. Wristwatches, pocket watches, yes. Wristwatches, no.
Yeah, I'll check my pocket watch and make sure I have it set to the proper time.
You guess so?
Well, I asked somebody else that's got a pocket watch.
Right, you get 4 different
that's good.
times.
Mm-hmm.
You get 4 different times from 4 different people, but everybody agrees it's roughly 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Except for that guy over there who thinks it's 4:30, but everybody ignores his. And they're like, you got a shitty watch. You should take it. No, it's got my name on it. My wife gave it to me. I can't give it up. It loses an hour a day, I know, but as long as I remember to put it back in.
All right. Well, if we stay here the night, we don't have to make horse rolls again for the next day, right? Because we already made them.
You guys don't have 60% yet. Once you get 60%, then make it once for the adventure and you're done. You're pretty sure that Jeff's horse will kill his ass. Unless you want to get like some sort of buggy or something, but going through the woods in a buggy sucks. Or you can just fucking walk it. Because you're thinking that his horse is definitely going to eat him. You guys are convinced that if he tries to ride his horse, it's going to kill him.
If you leave a horse to its own devices, it's just going to go along at walking pace anyway.
Well, I'm hoping when I get on it, I can just have it follow you guys.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
can't I just take the reins?
Yep, and just
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys going to go back to the embassy, get a good night's sleep, and then in the morning set out and have Jeff's horse attempt to eat him?
Well, see if we're here at the mine. Is the embassy? How far away is the embassy?
Oh, maybe 20 minutes by walking.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Yeah, let's go back to the embassy and spend the night
Yeah,
there
this is the
because we
minor
don't really want to be
guild hall
riding
in
a horse
town.
at night.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are walking by, you see one of the zebra-headed guys pointing. He's like, "That's the Miners Guild Hall." And the guy goes, "They don't look that young." "Not miners, miners." He goes, "I don't get it." You guys arrive back at the guild hall, and the weird thing about, or sorry, not the guild hall, the embassy. The weird thing about the embassy is it's always super crowded. Like people sleep in groups and shit in the different things. It's people sleep in some of the hallways and stuff like that. You guys eventually find a place to kip down, get your head down, get some sleep. They provide blankets and stuff, but they've got a lot of buildings in the yard and stuff. You're not sure why more people aren't doing that or if there's some other thing going on. You're suspicious. But morning dawns with your questions unanswered. You guys get dressed, get breakfasted, cleaned up, and you're ready to watch Jeff be eaten by his fucking demon horse. It's something to look forward to. It's helped you get a good night's sleep with a smile on your face.
Can I get an evidence analysis?
No, you need more information. You can't just draw a thing from disparate facts, although you can make wild guesses, but you don't need to roll for that. You need more info to get evidence analysis rolls.
All right. Our deposit boxes are just like real close by here, right?
20, 30 minutes away into town. So, kind of.
Trying to think if I want to pick up my pistol or if we just want to go on riding.
Well, I've got my Colt Navy on and some rounds for it. And then we got the rifles with hopefully, how many bullets did they give us?
Each rifle holds 7, and so they gave you each 20 total bullets, so you've got an extra 13. They figured if there's 40 guys, then that gives you extra rounds. If you shoot all of the bullets, then you can even take an extra 20 guys. That's how they think.
Mm-hmm.
Missing isn't part of the equation. You guys are Australians, for God's sake. Australians don't miss. You have to remember that, unfortunately, everybody's opinion on Australians was formed by the most powerful of the PCs who literally don't miss in combat and kill everybody usually in one shot, which is annoying.
That's all right. We're about to change that.
Yeah, we're the D team. Duh, 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 duh.
I was gonna say, ammo is really cheap for like $2. You get another box of 20 bullets in town if you want to go into town.
Yeah, that's the money that works here.
You have money that works here?
I said I do not have money that works here.
We have vouchers, don't we?
No, you have no fucking. You had one voucher, you gave it up, you got a bank box. You're happy.
Well, let's go see the guy and see if we can get some more vouchers.
No problem. You guys get back bothering
way.
Qatar about vouchers.
That's a lot of shooting, man.
Qatar just staring at you.
Can we get some vouchers to get some more bullets? I'd like to get a box of bullets for this rifle and a box for my Colt Navy.
He tells one of the Freddy Garters, he's like, take these guys over and get them a bunch of bullets so that they leave me alone. He goes, yes, sir. Follow him. He says,
all right.
No problem. They got like, takes you over to a building. He says, wait here. Show me your guns.
Mm-hmm.
No, okay, give me one bullet of each kind you want. I'll match him up because he's kind of stupid. So he takes some bullets, comes back, and he's got like a bucket of all mixed up bullets. They just, there you go. He says, they're all.
That'll give us something to do on the ride out.
Yep.
Got another Cold Navy bullet. Cold Navy. There you go. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see why they're on Freddy guarding detail, you're thinking. So, right. You guys are now going to attempt the riding roll. This is for the whole day. This is, in fact, for the whole trip. This is to get all the way out there. It's just one riding roll is all I need for all 3+ days. Well, with Jeff, possibly it may take as much as 2 weeks to get out there. Reb is riding around like he's been fucking getting coaching and shit like that, and he's doing things like, oh, let me go over here, riding close to that tree, and feed my horse, we're still going and shit. He's doing fancy horse riding tricks. Mr. Wallace, meanwhile, his horse is fighting him, but yeah, it's close enough where Reb ends up grabbing the reins. As long as you don't mind sacrificing one hand, you're pretty much dragging him onto the adventure. And now let's see.
My hands are free.
Yay! And
It's a bullet. It's a bullet bucket.
Mm-hmm.
And can we get a ride roll from Bobby P?
I already made mine
Did you?
yesterday.
No, this is a brand new dice, sir. Do you have 60 or better in writing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, carry on. Yeah, you're fine. You're writing like an old hand. Okay, you guys write out, and eventually you're getting close to where what the mine might be. Now, before we determine if it is or isn't, who's doing the navigation? You have maps, compass, shit like that. Now, keep in mind, the only area that's really on the map is it's a fairly detailed area of how to get out there. Everything else is not detailed. The coast maps are amazing here. Anything inland is usually got pictures of bears or dragons or whatever wild shit they wanted to put in there. Guy's wife,
Well,
whatever.
My hands are free. I can do the navigation. I'm fairly decent at it. So
Yeah,
Do you
I'm
guys
a
wish
professional
to-
navigator.
Do you guys wish to attempt to support him or no?
I should be able to support him if he's willing to take support.
Do you want to
Sure.
take support?
absolutely.
I could use some practice at this if you can stand me not doing well.
Cannot roll below.
Reb seems confused by the forest. He's like, tree, nope, no tree. Go ahead and roll Bobby P. Bobby P doesn't know what the hell the map is. He can make them, he says, but figuring them out is a whole different thing. Usually he just draws dragons in the big open spaces. Mr. Wallace knows right where you're going. Next up, the survival and cooking rolls. These are optional rolls that you guys can try if you'd like to get some skill in them. If you don't make them, your horses do fortunately have stuff that'll keep you from dying. P ends up cooking some good meals. Reb makes life much better. Okay. With those rolls, you guys are okay. And Reb gives everybody like crippling diarrhea.
Okay, I'll spend a pulse just because that's silly.
You don't want crippling diarrhea for one evening? It's a good way to get cleaned out.
At least I'll get it away. Oh no!
Okay. Everybody, you guys are doing that. Also, when you're gathered around the campfire, if anybody'd like to try singing, or if you have instruments and want to do the singing cowboy thing to keep the cowherds calm, you could try it if you wish. You got 3 days of fucking.
Yeah. Oh wait, not castor oil.
Yeah,
Canola oil. That's what I was supposed to put in.
I want to mimic the natural creatures.
Sure, give me a mimicry roll as you attempt to make fun of nature. Excellent. You do so.
And
Caw, caw, he says, and you guys are like,
also
No,
not
man.
happening.
Here's my singing.
all right.
Right.
Mr. Wallace is singing like the song off the Three Amigos, the go to sleep song and shit, trying to get P to fucking stop cawing at birds and stuff and freaking them out. And, okay, cut two. You guys are getting
Hey.
close.
Since we can see the stars. Okay.
Yeah, you're on some planet on a rock. You don't know where you are. Anyway, as you guys are getting close to the area, do you want to do anything special? You can tell that you're closing in on the area. You're probably half or a quarter day out now.
Okay. I think we ought to go the rest of the way on foot.
Yeah, we can set up a base camp here, and maybe even a little closer, depending on how far we actually are.
How risky do you want to go? Closer is more risky. Here is the edge of the safest possible area.
Then this would make a good base camp.
I agree.
I need one person to give me an animal handling horse roll. Others may support him. This is for, are our horses going to be allowed to do any kind of grazing, or am I lashing their heads securely to a fucking tree?
I will support.
I would be better at support.
Okay, I'll take
That
that.
leaves Reb. So, okay, everybody roll their support as Reb prepares to just cut off the horses' heads to keep them from escaping.
That's the plan.
Sounds like how you, this is why they give you guys nags all the time.
Yeah. All right. That's done. And
Holy crap. No problem.
yeah,
Reb.
I'm surprised too.
Yep. You guys are like, yeah, he knows how to deal with horses and shit. Yeah, okay, no problem. You, anybody want to do a camouflage conceal roll? Maybe set up a little bit of a blind here? Or...
Oh, now you're pushing it. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at that. I'm actually feeling decent at that.
Everybody can try it separate if you want, or you can all.
I'm a
I
bit of a
will-
hobbyist at this. I can support someone if they want, or
You can try to support Reb, who hasn't rolled yet, if
Yeah.
he'll take it.
You can support me.
He does with a -10. Good luck, Reb. No problem. There's it shows like part of the camp. It looks good, and then part of it's got like a big arrow pointing to camp that you can see from the sky.
It's got a sign on it that says "We are here."
Yep.
Yeah. Can I fix that?
You can try your camouflage at half to fix their shit. Yeah, they managed to fucking fell a few trees and stuff and form them into a big arrow. This'll do, you say. All right, and then you guys begin heading off closer to the bad guy's camp. If anybody gets close to his place, they'll depend on which angle they come from. If they come from this way, then they'll be screened by him. If they come this other way, there's a big fucking arrow to guide them in. So who knows? It's a 50-50 shot for him.
All right, I got a question before we get too far. We got a box of 20 rounds with the rifle, and it was full with 7 rounds, correct?
Yeah, each of the rifles holds 7. 6 shooters
Okay.
hold 5. Unless you're all crazy.
I have brought my binoculars and my night vision goggles and my rifle.
Great.
Take them up.
Are you leaving your packs? Are you leaving your packs back at your camp?
I'm wearing my backpack.
Yeah,
It will
taking mine.
slow you down a bit, but okay.
Yeah. Now the bucket of bullets. How many? What did we get out of that?
You got enough for 4 more reloads for each of the different kinds of guns.
Okay.
You can split
Including
those
my
up.
9mm.
Yeah, they don't have all these bullets are like paper cartridges and shit. So I don't recommend using them in your 9, but it's up to you. You can try it. I'm sure nothing horrible will happen.
Parabellum's been around for a while, but not that long.
Before we start doing stupidity, we reckon a moment.
All
right,
he's
so-
escaping.
Give me an idea of the.
Are you wearing your cow armor?
Mm-hmm.
That will way cut down on your stealth, dude. It randomly makes loud mooing noises.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I'm not worried about that.
Really?
So,
Okay.
I want them to know I'm coming.
Why?
They will.
I'll let you
Why?
guys do the stealth stuff because when I'm coming, I want them to fear me, and they will.
No, okay, but that seems like escalating it into a confrontation. I was hoping we could do some reconnaissance first.
Okay, well I can leave my cow armor here.
Would you please?
Yep, I will do that.
Thank you.
We can do the recon first, and then I'll put on the cow armor. That makes sense. So.
Yeah,
But
let's
you're
find
wanting
out
to-
what we're getting into.
But you wanted to wear heavy backpacks while doing reconnaissance.
My backpack isn't that heavy. What do you think I
Really?
have in there? Bricks?
Yes. I assume bricks unless the PCs tell me what they've got in there because most PCs do have bricks in their backpack. Or
I
just
will be
huge
taking my backpack because there's stuff in there that I won't leave behind.
Bricks.
I got snacks, my binoculars, and my night vision goggles.
That's it? Nothing else?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a baggie. You got a baggie of shit.
Flashlight.
Oh, no,
Flashlight.
that makes it into a brick. No, yeah, you're fine.
Oh, and first aid kit.
Okay. Any other OANs?
Well,
I don't think I'm going to need my cell phone.
including a 3 kilogram demon tome.
He has a fucking brick.
Yep.
I can't believe you
okay.
won't leave it behind at your heavily marked out camp.
Mm-hmm.
But your cow armor will. Okay. No problem. As soon as Jameis gets back, Jameis, I'm assuming your backpack has got a big brick in it or is packed with bricks. Yeah, okay. So everybody give me a stealth roll at -10 except for P, who is not at any negatives because his backpack is more or less empty. So I'm going to call his backpack the hopeful loot backpack.
I'm leaving my backpack in the camp.
Ah, you're full on your stealth.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've got
Mr.
some stuff I
Wallace
don't
is
want to
a small
lose,
negative.
but I don't care enough.
Ninja.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Wall seems to sneak better with his heavy backpack as, you know, it crushes sticks into dust before they can snap. So, no problem. You guys sneak up and let's see. I would like, now you guys can pick one person and support him. This is going to be like a surveillance role. This will include because you're not going to get caught. But the surveillance role is how much information do you get about what's going on as you guys are, and it's just one role as you're sneaking around, checking out the area. The stealth, no problem. Everybody's a fucking ninja.
I'm good with that.
Do you
I'm
guys
good
want to
at
try
that.
support him?
Okay.
I'm almost a hobbyist. I'll support.
I'm above hobbyist, but not a professional. So
I do
it
this
sounds
for a
like.
living, dude.
So in that case, we'll support you.
Cool.
Or not.
They both shrug. All right.
He didn't need it.
Here's what you discover. There's on the edge, you find like a sentry in the tree, looks bored out of his fucking mind. He's got it looks like some twigs and shit strategically placed to kind of camouflage him a bit. And then when you move in further, they have roving patrols. Now, these guys look bored. They're just kind of shuffling around on the same route every time. So very predictable unless they want to stop and pee or stand around and argue about something. They're not being especially stealthy. Everybody seems armed with pistols and rifles and knives. Okay? Then, when you guys get closer to the cave, you get to see some weird shit is going on because you're currently observing everybody's fucking hidden, and just for the scene, everybody's dressed as ninjas for some reason. But anyway, you guys are looking down on the cave, and you see all these guys who are guarding the cave and stuff like that. They all appear, they're all hyena-headed guys that are dressed in kind of scruffy Old West things, you know? But talking to them, you guys see some other dudes dressed more like soldiers, and they all have matching clothes and stuff like that. And give me Beastkin military lore rolls.
Right.
Yeah, I'll give you a check and learn if you can make it.
Mm-hmm.
Not familiar with the uniform. It's not one you've seen around the town you normally live in, though. I'll give you that for free. Not the normal uniform, different uniform. And they seem to be talking. Everybody give me listen rolls. Hopefully at least one of you will make it. It looks like the leader of uniformed guys who have wolves' heads are talking to the hyena-headed, scruffy Old West guys. And also what's going on is it looks like several of the military guys are carrying big boxes. It looks like there's a lot of military troops and maybe a dozen of the hyena-headed guys hanging out near the cave entrance. The wolf-headed military guy goes, "All right, this should be the last of the weapons and stuff. We're going to go ahead and make this a hard point. And you and your boys, you just need to guard it. And we're going to give you the down payment now. And then when we come to pick them up, you know when." And the hyena guy goes, "We'll go ahead and give you the rest of your money then." And he goes, "Yeah." After they finish bringing in the big crates, which look like weapon crates to even the most uninformed because they're like rifle-sized crates and shit like that.
And it probably said rifles on the side on one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Mhm.
pretty fucking basic in their labeling. It's not a big mystery. It's like, could this be uranium? No, it's weapons. Also, it looked like some other stuff. Give me military armament lore rolls. This one's a bit trickier. Uranium. Reb, they're bringing in a disassembled nuclear bomb. You're pretty sure.
That's what I do. Yep, that works.
Yeah. The R2 are thinking it may not be a bomb, but they're not sure what the other crates were. And then
Was that Nate?
and then they bring in a chest, and he goes, "I'm not taking any of your fancy out north paper money." And the guy goes, "I know that. Just like you wanted." And he opens up, and there's gold and shit inside. "We pay in gold." He goes, "All right, all right, all right." And he snaps his suspenders. He goes, "The Driscoll clan appreciates your business. You just come on back with the other half of the money. You can take all that shit and do what you want. And we'll fuck all right off." And he goes, "Are you sure you don't want to get involved? Because when we hit San Angeles, it's going to be ours." And the guy goes, "Nah, I'll leave you soldier boys to do your soldier thing. We're going to go off and do our own thing. Maybe make a fresh start somewhere." A couple of hyena guys look at him alarmed. He goes, "Not farming, doing other things. I heard Bakersfield's nice for certain deeds." And the guy goes, "We appreciate you harassing any of those bastards you want. All this land is going to be ours eventually. And when it does, you just remember who your friends are." "Yes, sir, Major, sir. Now, thank you very much for that chest. Go ahead and put this in the cave. And if anything's missing," he tells one of his subordinate hyena guys, "I'll fucking bite your head right off your shoulders." And he goes, "Yes, sir." Takes it in the cave. And he goes, "All right." And the military guys, they look around. You guys, and then they get back into their. Looks like they were lugging a lot of this stuff through the forest and whatnot. There are like some very narrow wagons that they brought that are drawn by like staggered horses and shit. So, but they're leaving and working on fucking up the ground to get rid of the tracks and stuff like that. Although now there's a big fucked up looking ground thing because they don't have the. So it'll go away quicker than tracks, but still for about a week or two, you can pretty much tell. And so the military guys are all leaving. A couple of them are looking back like, and they continue talking if you're interested in hearing what they say, or you can talk to these guys. You're far enough away that if you keep your voices down, which you don't need to do because recording don't like that, I'll just assume you're whispering to each other. That unless you start firing a gun or you're saying "I yell," you're fine.
All right, I do want to continue listening to them, but I want some more exact numbers of these guys because you didn't give any amount.
The soldier guys, there's maybe 37 of them, but they're fucking off. The guys in front of the cave, 12 that you saw, but you know that there's also patrols and guys out there and shit. So you're not sure how many. Eventually there'll be lots, but just right here, right now, 12. Plus the leader, well, including the leader. Yeah, Baker's dozen. Something like that. 12 or 13. 12 and a half. One of them's a midget.
Okay, well, we're listening to them, and, you know, I've been using my binoculars.
Cool.
Yeah, I have mine. Well,
no problem. You guys are watching everybody and stuff. They're pretty disreputable lot. You're kind of surprised they soldiers would want to leave anything with these kind of individuals, but maybe they've done business before. There's a lot of stuff going on that you do not understand. That's what you're getting out of it.
Now, I want to make sure I get a good look at the soldiers' uniforms, especially the majors.
Sure.
See what kind
they're
of
very
insignias they
bright.
have, just so I can identify them.
Yeah, no problem. You will attempt to remember him. And the guy who brought the stuff in the gold box of gold in the cave comes back and goes, "How long we gotta wait?" And the guy goes, "Not long, just until season 8. Then we'll hit them good." During
Just until what?
season 8.
Season
Season
8.
8.
A date in the future that we can.
Yeah,
So
sometime during
we've
season
uncovered a
8.
major plot line for season 8.
Which is now too late for us to do anything about. Woohoo!
No, not at all. We can do something about it.
He snickers quietly and derisively. Yeah, all these guys are pretty heavily armed and stuff. They don't appear to be super like they're not peering around like they think they're being observed and shit. These are you don't know how good they are, but you guys are also not fucking SAS Special Forces, Black Ops fucking team, stab them with knives and, not get the rest of them knowing anything's up. Well, maybe Jeff is, because he likes swords, but single gunshot in the forest should bring everybody running.
How big is the patrol?
The patrols are usually 2 guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not sure if there's more in the cave, although you do see some smoke coming out of a hole in, not the main entrance, but like some hole in the top of the cave, a small amount, like cooking fire type thing. You can occasionally smell food cooking, so you suspect there may be more in the cave.
To the other 2, I'm saying. I do have military tactics. Ambush tactics? Do you think we can take them out in small groups?
Well, I'm not so great with a knife. I mean, I'd be like strangling.
Why won't you die, Dad? It's been 5 rounds of strangling you. How long does it
Flashing
take?
back to the Blue Men group we took on.
Well,
That won't be it won't be a smooth, clean throat cut.
Give me military tactics rolls.
The money.
Wow. I can tell you what you think will happen if you take out their patrols.
Sure.
They will all fucking conjugate around the thing that they're guarding, and it will become a very hard target fairly quickly.
Or a concentrated target for an area of effect.
If you had a fucking bomber, you're pretty sure you could just reduce the cave to rubble and then tell the miners to start.
Well, they've got the atomic bomb there, so I just need to set it off while I'm out here. I can shoot it, and then boom, everything's sorted.
Yes. I mean, other than you being at ground zero as well, you're fine.
Yeah. Hey, wouldn't be the first time I've died.
It makes the same amount of sense as the nuclear hand grenade, which is a real thing that I really studied when I was really in the military.
Now, what we need is the light grenade.
Ooh, that might fucking kill off half of them.
Yeah. That was vicious.
I did not bring any dynamite.
Yeah.
Nobody did.
Nor
It's
did
nice
I.
and hot
I was
out.
about to tempt that.
I can immediately think of 2 possible options.
Cut to it shows Jameis fucking running away. Yeah!
Yeah, 1, we try and bribe them with a more amount of money, or 2, we try and sow dissent within them by somehow stealing the money they've got to make it think and bid them on each other. So we have dissent within ranks.
Give me appraisal rolls to figure out if that entire chest was really packed with gold. This is how much it would be, roughly. At least 1 gold, thanks, Bobby P. 1 big gold.
Oh, someone can do it. Good.
Mr. Wallace is like, they probably got paid $3 to $5 grand in gold. Three to 5,000 pieces of gold in that fucking chest.
And we know, and they've got another amount of that to come.
There was a lot of munitions and shit that went in that cave. With your earlier military tactics rolls, you guys are thinking that a major push will be using this as a base in season 8.
Yeah. If nothing else, we need to get away to report this so they know that it's going to happen, if nothing else. But so you can do something about it.
You're pretty sure that what will end up happening is you'll try sneaking out, somebody will fuck up their roll, you'll get caught, you'll get taken to the leader, he'll put you in some sort of deadly but easy to escape situation.
Yeah. And then we'll fumble and kill ourselves.
Right. I think Jameis has got how it works in this world.
Yeah.
Me, I'm ready to go back, grab my cow armor, and come back here and just start taking them out.
There's
a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
I'm not sure that that's really the best way to go.
It's a great way for heroic death or two.
Okay, if we're hidden and we're each aiming and we use our rifles, we might take out 3 right away. But then our muzzle flashes will give us away.
Yep.
And then we're going to have a whole bunch of people shooting at us.
Yep.
I don't like that idea.
So I said you could either try and pay them off more, which I don't know if we have anywhere near that kind of money. I have no idea what the money situation in Beastkin's like, or we try and sow dissent with the ranks, and I'm not really sure how well we do that. How hard would it be?
These guys all have hyena heads, just so we're clear on that. They may even be related.
Yeah. I'm also how, in terms of them sort of just moving around to that, how easy would it be to stealth into the cave?
Super hard. They always have a couple of people hanging out at the cave entrance, minimum of like 4.
Now, so what we want to do
there are rocks and shit around, but you can, like, if you start shooting down the cave, first round, you would definitely wound 1 to 3 people, probably not kill them, and then they would hide behind the rocks and shit.
I have a cunning plan that won't work.
Good.
We find another entrance into the caves, and we use that to get around to where the gold is. And so next time plant, and if we can, plant some of the gold on 1 or 2 places where they're sleeping, and to make them so we sort of make it look like they're stealing gold in amongst themselves. And that way we can do stuff for coming in for another way. We can do stuff in the caves.
Take the whole thing of gold. Just
make it look like it's within themselves. Sow dissension within themselves.
Well, that's why we then take out one of the patrols of 2 guys. That way, there's 2 guys
on the way out,
and all the gold's gone with them.
At the very least, it depends on how easy it is to get back and forth. At the very least, you could get in and get the gold, strew it around the sleeping area if there's one inside or whatever, and get out without being seen. That's a far easier thing to do than then go and take on someone and possibly alert them because we suck at combat.
I don't suck at combat.
So,
I really think that walking around from person to person, even if they're asleep, and tucking gold into their pouches or whatever they would be doing, would be really asking for some shit to go wrong.
If they've got a sleeping area, which they're not going to all be in it, because possibly not even anyone's in it until night time. We tuck a couple of pieces of gold in their pillows or in their clothes or something, and sleeping bags or what have you. If they have something, if they don't, we just probably take the gold and run.
The other problem with that is if one of us fails our sneak roll, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Well, we're screwed if we try and take on 12 or so people. Okay. That's not
and there's going to be more than that because there's more in the cave.
Yeah. So say just a couple of stealth throws, even if you end up having to blow some pots, will be a lot easier than freaking combat.
Well, the thing is, if you know the stealth roll, you're going to be in that combat anyway, just so you're aware.
That's why you
Also,
spend the pause on the stealth roll as opposed to in the middle of combat where you're going to spend a lot more and then die.
I'm thinking somebody's going to be in there keeping an eye on the gold.
Mm-hmm.
Until we get in there and find out, we won't know. But at least we'll have better there'll also be an easier way to reconnoiter what's going on if we can find another way.
We don't know which will hook up with this cave, and we could get caught, just get lost in the caves.
We could get lost in the caves. Yeah, we're pretty good at that.
Hey, I managed to find a way around the red sun putting in here.
The only way into the caves, aside from the main entrance, that you're 80% sure actually goes to where you want it, looks to be some sort of flue hole up on top of the ridge thing that you haven't gone to check out yet because of smoke coming out.
How obvious is the flue thing?
You can see smoke coming out of it. You haven't been up there though. That'd be,
As in, if we went up there, how obvious would we be to be spotted?
not really sure. You can't really see the top from where you're at.
Okay, I'm not going to go through a flue while smoke is coming out of it.
Damn.
Well, here's the thing. If you block the flue, the smoke will go somewhere else and it will reveal other entrances.
That's an option.
Okay.
Also, we could get up there and just listen, and maybe we can hear what they have going on in there.
Or we could do both of those.
Yep.
First
Either
one
way,
or the other.
the flue thing at least is an option that we can investigate right now because we can see the access point for it.
Yeah. We should go check that out now and see what we find.
All right, let's go.
Something to consider, though, if we do something like that, it's probably going to be noticed.
Okay, we won't. We'll go there, see what the situation is, and then we'll make a decision.
Yeah, then we decide what to do from there. Yeah.
Yeah. Sneaky,
All right,
sneaky.
I'm on board with going over to there. I'm not
Okay, sneaky, sneaky,
sure the
sneaky.
benefit is, but okay.
No problem. You guys, with the same earlier stealth roll, you get up to close to the flue hole to where you're kind of looking down on it. And you can see, first off, there's two really bored looking guys that are sitting near it, and they're playing the game of anywhere I sit, smoke comes for me, so I move seats. Okay? They're just playing that game, and they just sit there going, God damn it, and they're bitching the whole time. The flue hole itself, definitely a fucking contortions type flue hole. But they do have it guarded anyway because there are small beastkin. Not sure how far down it is, but just from the top, it looks like, Jesus Christ, that's a small asshole. I'm surprised they put a guard on it. But from here, they're also able to look down into some other areas. They've got, everybody has the same weapons, pistol, rifle, knife. They're also hyena-headed good dudes.
All right. The problem, if we eliminate, if we kill anybody, that's going to tip them off that there's people here that are checking them out. And
Depends on how
that'll,
quickly they change guards.
and then, okay, but what I'm saying is it'll tip them off that something's up, and they'll take measures.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I am not really in favor of trying to assassinate anybody at this time, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. Well, let's listen first and see if we can hear anything.
Oh, everybody give me a politics roll.
Politics?
Uh-huh.
You don't have politics?
Mash the learn button. Learn times one.
You know, I got it. I don't know what you
Really?
was.
Okay.
Is it a particular politics or just politics?
Politics, but I'm taking into account the modifier for the zone, so.
Okay. I got it by half, so.
Oh, shit. Reb's like, it shows Reb's geopolitical information. He goes, this is roughly in the direction of San Francisco, which is currently being held by the West Median people. That's their colony, is San Francisco. San Francisco itself is like a couple more weeks away, but this is a good like launching off point for San Angeles. The problem is that you're technically in wild Indian territory, and as far as troops from San Angeles and such goes, right now they're stretched really thin. Usually they're used to just dispatch 3 Australians and they'll solve anything that's got a problem, because usually it's like Doc Fulton, Kinley, McKay. They just go fucking steamroll whatever problem there is. You're the other guys.
Not even the other guys who don't even rate that high.
I got a question for you. Since we're kind of above this hole,
Mm-hmm. Not exactly. The hole's over there, and you guys are over here, like slightly elevated, looking at. You can't see down it at all, but you can see where the hole is because the smoke comes out, and the 2 guys are doing their fucking. They made a bunch of seats in a circle around the hole that they keep switching. They're playing their own game of musical chairs where there's more seats than people, so they're always winning.
what I do is look up the side of this mountain or whatever it is above this hole. I want to see if I can see if there's any rocks up there that we could maybe get up and push that would start up like an avalanche.
Give me a geology roll. You don't see any big obvious topple rock to start an avalanche, but a geologist may see more.
Let's see. What was geology?
Yeah, it's on the writing skills list.
Ah, that's why. I knew it was there somewhere.
Yeah.
Here it is. Yeah, no.
It's a rock.
You don't think
Well,
so?
I was hoping what I could do would, if we could find some rocks up there that we could start a small avalanche with, would be to push them down this mountain and let them
I
bounce
understand.
down, and hopefully get those 2 guys so that they think it's an avalanche and not us.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if we got even really lucky, we could get one that would be big enough to land on that hole.
Yeah, you're thinking you're not nearly that lucky.
Of course not,
Now,
but it was worth a try.
yeah.